I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing. But of course, I need to have a good car for that. But I don't know how long that will last. But hopefully, of course, for a while. I constantly want to try and improve myself every single year. Sometimes, of course, that works out a bit better than other races. But yeah, I think I've said it many times. You know, my goal was to win a championship. I did that. Now it's about just also enjoy the moment, what you're in. Of course, I try to win as many races as I can, but I've never really been someone who was trying to break records or whatever. It's also important to have a good time and hopefully work with the people I'm working with for a very long time as well.
I just want to maximize my weekends, not thinking too much about the championship. It's all about maximizing weekend after weekend, get the maximum positions I possibly can, and then go from there really, because anything can still happen. We have so many races ahead that, it can turn around fairly quickly. The speed is there, which is the most positive, and we just have to go from there.
I think if we had the crystal ball and we know everything, maybe you do things differently, but I think we had a free stop at that time, so we could stop for dries and see how the situation was, and then eventually if it rains heavier, stop for inters, and it's what we did. So we are P2 in Monaco, so it is a little bit amazing that we're still talking that we did something maybe potentially wrong, and if we had to stop for inters, we will talk that Red Bull stopped one lap too late for inters or something like that. So there is always this search for perfection, for each team, that is sometimes difficult to get when conditions are so changeable.
It's going to be fast. I'm hoping the car is in a sweeter spot. There's only like medium, and there's not really many slow speed corners here, so it'll be a real good test of the efficiency of our car. And I think it's going to be a lot of degradation here because it's going to be such high speed, but should be fun. And then with the weather, though, the weather's going to play a big part.
When you look onto the Sunday performance, we're probably a little bit closer to Aston Martin, but this weekend will be a good test. We'd like to think we can jump ahead of Ferrari, globally close that gap to Fernando, as he is definitely pretty fast, and try and get close the gap to Red Bull and get P2 in the constructors.
Hopefully a step into a different direction and a first opening of a window that allows us to start developing a car that has proved to be very difficult to drive, very on the edge, both in the race and in quali conditions. It's a difficult car, but it's giving Charles and I some tough times, but I think hopefully it can be in the right.
How on the edge are you having to drive this car to get absolutely everything out of it?
A lot more than what people imagine, and we are both doing the best we can out there, and we're still both doing some pretty good laps when we can, but it is not easy. What we're trying to do also is now hopefully get a bit into our rhythm. I think we've tried really hard, but maybe because we were not in the level we expected at the beginning of the season. I think now we need to settle down, realize that this is what we have, that we need to develop it and start scoring some consistent results.
I do not expect a huge difference. I think in terms of feeling, it should go in the right direction. The biggest problem we have at the moment is that we have a very good car when we are in very specific conditions, but whenever you get out a little bit of the window, then the car is losing a lot of performance, and when you are going from quali to race, we are losing a lot of performance. So we are trying to have a bit more of a robust car in all conditions, which is the scope of the upgrade. So again, I think in overall performance it shouldn't help that much. Hopefully coming Sunday it will help a little bit.
Things happen in racing, and we had some tough weekends. We had our retirement in Jeddah, and we had I think we were having a strong weekend last weekend, and then some damage in Q2 kind of cost us an opportunity for good points on Sunday, and Monaco is all about Saturday really. So I think it's just how it goes. There's good weekends and bad weekends, and like every other weekend, I'm just coming into this one trying to get the most out of it. So see how it goes.
A very, very good lap in qualifying has been obviously more key in Monaco than Budapest, but I also had a very good weekend in Budapest on the Saturday, and we were very competitive. But I would say, you know, it's not a win, so it doesn't taste as good. But obviously, it's been a while since I've been on the podium, and you know, getting it on pure merit that time to have that podium, it's something special.
I must say I'm very excited to come and see how the car performs. Obviously, Monaco is a straight track. It's kind of unique, and Miami was already a big step forward. Monaco was another clear step in that direction, and very excited to see what we can get out of this new layout in Barcelona. A lot more high speed, a lot more full loads, a lot more demanding for tires, engines. So will be very interesting, but I'm confident we can be in that mix, and yeah, it gets me excited.
Since the last few changes, there have been a lot of good things coming from that, both in terms of mood, atmosphere, but at the same time also performance and things to look forward to in the future. So not everything is purely direct in Formula One. A lot of things take time. So I guess we have that part of it too, but definitely things have taken a step forward. So I can easily confirm that, and I can say it with confidence. But yeah, until we see it, that's the timely part.
Monaco didn't quite go so well for us. It was a difficult weekend as a team, so we put that behind us. I think coming here, you know, fresh weekend. I think we'll get more of a clue how the update is working, how the front wing is performing. Obviously, also back to a classic or, you know, permanent racetrack. Feels like, you know, pretty street circuit dominated the last few Grand Prix. So nice to be at a normal track for once. But I think it should suit us better, more flowing, more high speed. You know, if you compare that with Melbourne and Jeddah, hopefully we will be in a better position here.
The lead up to the weekend I still want to improve on, like through Friday and FP3. But yeah, to have a clean qualifying, a clean weekend, clean qualifying close to Lando, and then a clean race that was well executed and managed to get a point. It's a nice feeling. Obviously, I'd like to do it for more than just 1 point, but I think it was just a solid weekend. We did everything right. We got the point on merit. So it was nice. Like I said, I think there's still some things to improve on, but I think that's always going to be the case this early on. So happy about that. Hopefully our pace is similar this weekend. We'll see. But no, looking forward to it.
We had quite a few bits in Monaco that we added to the car, but that actually, those parts are mainly helping in the higher speeds. So now we see here, now we have plenty of high speed corners around this track. So if we can perform good here, it's good news for us, and then we're on the right way.
It'll be great to be seeing where we are and turning up to the track like here, and especially with the last sector changing, and we really can see how this works for us, and hopefully that brings us a little bit 1 foot step up, which I think we feel like we needed since the very beginning of the season.
You know, I've been 3 years with AlphaTauri. I understand I have good relationship with engineers. You know, we're facing the same direction all the week. Even we had a bad start in FP1, FP2. We tried to make it work in overnight and try to make a better car. Just pretty much sometimes you have to really sense it. You know, even actually you never actually carry entry into the speed into the corner like this much speed, but you know you have to, because anyway you know that it's gonna be hard to be in Q2.
I think we built some momentum last year that we feel we've carried into this year. You know, we have MoneyGram come on board, and it's all looking at the team is you know, evolving and in a good direction. So this year it's not really a surprise. I think we're still waiting for that perfect weekend to where, you know, you execute perfectly and also get a bit of luck. It seems like when we've been really good, like in Miami, for example, you know, nothing happened. No one, not even a yellow flag during the whole race. And it's good to finish in the top 10 and be able to do that with no luck. Like really on paper to be in the top 10 is good, and that's what we strive to do every weekend. But yeah, a weekend with a bit of extra luck would be nice soon.
Honestly, I think P14, we looked at different ways we could have done it, but that was kind of where we were. So I was really surprised that no one crashed. I was expecting more carnage, but everyone kept it on the track, and it is what it is. It feels like it was never going to be a track that totally suited us. we're coming now into Barcelona. I don't want to say another track that doesn't suit us, but a track that historically hasn't gone too well for us. What's interesting is hopefully this last chicane, taking it away from us, should make us more competitive, because we never really went very well around there, and get rid of it will be a bit better, hopefully.
We haven't really been able to learn much about our updates in Monaco for obvious reasons. Obviously the track is very specific, so hopefully we'll learn more about it on Friday, and I definitely see us moving slowly closer towards the verge of top 10, so hopefully we can continue on that route, and have a good weekend.
I love this track. I've been here many times in the past. It's treated me extremely well, as you said, poles, wins, and whatnot. But we'll try to continue good run of form here. But the last two corners look pretty intense, pretty epic. But yeah, I think it just adds a bit of a twist. I think you'll start to see both axles dag rather than just one. So yeah, you're gonna have to manage a lot more in the race, I think, with the more high-speed corners.